أبد والله يا زهرة ما ننسى حسينا. أبد والله يا زهرة ما ننسى حسينا.
سلم لمن سالمكم، حرب لمن حاربكم، علي لمن والاكم، وعدوا لمن آذاكم.
When Muawiyah ibn Abu Sufyan died in 60 Hijri, his son Yazid seized the Islamic rule and demanded that everyone, especially Imam Hussain alayhi salam, pay allegiance to him. Yazid was evil, a murderer and a drunkard who did not believe that Quran was from Allah or that the Holy Prophet was sent by Allah. To save Islam from distortion, Imam Hussain alayhi salam did not give allegiance to Yazid. As Yazid was bent in vilifying all the teachings of Islam, he said, "A man like me can never give allegiance to a man like Yazid." Although painful to leave hometown, Imam Hussein decided to leave Medina along with his friends to proceed to Mecca.
When Imam Hussein reached Mecca, he received 12,000 letters from Kufa urging him to go to Kufa to be their leader and to be the Khalifa. Imam sent an emissary, his cousin Muslim ibn Aqil, to Kufa to ascertain first-hand information about the situation in Iraq. In the meantime, Yazid spread a network of informants and secret agents in Mecca to assassinate the Imam during pilgrimage. Therefore, Imam Hussein alayhi salam decided to leave Mecca for Kufa to prepare for a confrontation with Yazid and his forces. Meanwhile in Kufa, Ibn Ziyad sent an army to capture Hazrat Muslim. Hazrat Muslim was caught, brutally murdered, and his body thrown down from the top of the castle. On the way to Kufa, Imam was approached by Hur al-Riyahi, representing the enemy. Hur blocked the camps of Imam Hussein from advancing. He said, "We are commissioned to follow you until we take you to the governor Ibn Ziyad," and suggested to the Imam to go towards the station, which is neither Kufa nor Medina. Imam Hussein found the proposal fair and then turned the caravan away from Kufa. Hur and his army marched parallel to the Imam. The Imam, his family, and companions continued their journey and reached a place called Karbala. He ordered his camp to be set up. That day was 2nd of Muharram, Hijri 61.
On the 7th day of Muharram, Ibn Sa'd moved his troops closer and began to surround the Husseini camp. He led a blockade around the camp to cut it off from access to the river Euphrates, to deprive it of water in a move to force Imam to surrender. 2 days later, on the 9th of Muharram, the enemy's military forces closed in on the camp of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Imam asked his brother Abbas to talk to Ibn Sa'd and request a delay of the aggression by one night. Umar ibn Sa'd agreed to this demand.
Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Father, why do you keep saying that?
Our time in this world is nearly through. We have marched through this desert the same way that fate marches toward us, and we have neared our end.
But we're on the right side, aren't we?
Of course, my son. Yes, Ali Akbar. By Allah, we are on the right side.
Then I don't mind dying as long as we are in the right.
You are a good son, Ali Akbar. I am blessed to have you. May Allah reward you for your self-sacrifice.
the army of Ibn Sa'd arrived.
Ibn Sa'd, the man who will lead this last offense.
Tremble, foe, for you are presence of mightiest commander in the world.
Why do they want to fight us so badly?
They hate us, and they hate everything we stand for. They don't care about Allah. They only care about their own wealth.
Surrender, outlaws! Your fate is in our hands. Pronounce your loyalty to the Khalifa Yazid, and we will spare your lives. Resist the Khalifa, and you will be eliminated.
We will not give allegiance to a tyrant. Leave us in peace, and we will go our way. Attack, and we will fight to the death.
Peace will come when you offer your loyalty to Yazid. He is a kind ruler and generous. He will recompense you handsomely for your support.
We do not give allegiance to those who have left the way of Allah.
Allah cannot save you now. Look around you. We have 30,000 men. 30,000. You have how many? Ha ha ha. Pray as much as you want, but when morning comes, you will have two choices, surrender or die.
We are the family of the Prophet, and we will not accept compromise. Yazid is nothing more than a drunken tyrant, and we will never give our loyalty to him. Humiliation is worse than death.
Karbala, 10th Muharram dawn. Finally, the day of Ashura dawned upon the soil of Karbala. It was the day when jihad would be in full bloom, blood would be shed, 72 innocent lives would be sacrificed, and a decisive battle would be won to save Islam and the Ummah. It had been a few days since the water supply was cut off by the enemy. Children were crying for water, the women were desperate for water. Zain al-Abidin, the son of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, was sick with a fever. The suffering from the thirst was too painful to bear, and despite this, not a single person in the camp made any complaints or even questioned the mission of Imam Hussain. Each member supported the Imam wholeheartedly and enthusiastically. That morning started with Hazrat Ali Akbar's azan.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah.
That morning, Imam Hussain alayhi salam went out of the camp and saw Umar ibn Sa'd mobilizing his troops to start the hostility. He stared at the intimidating army, and as large as it was, Imam Hussain showed no signs of compromise. Imam Hussain raised his hands in prayer.
O Allah, guide these people, for they know not what they do.
Hur joins Imam. Before the actual engagement was to take place, Hur, the previous commander of the enemy force, felt his conscience violently stirring. He was in turmoil. Upon realizing the gravity of situation, he suddenly broke away from Umar ibn Sa'd's camp. He rushed towards Imam Hussain al-Islam to join his camp. Imam Hussein's every supporter insisted on being the first to fight. The battle was ferocious. Within a short time, the Imam's supporters slay a large number of the enemy fighters. The 72 of Hussein's fought violently against the 30,000 of the enemy. The heroes began to fall. They were men of valor, welcoming martyrdom. They fell one after another, for the enemy was overwhelming in number. Among the Ansar martyrs were Habib ibn Muzahir, Muslim ibn Asija, Zuhair ibn Qaim, John, Wahab ibn Abdullah Ghalib, Hur ibn Yazid al-Rihai. The Ansars fulfilled their oath and lay martyred. Now it was time for the family members to show bravery of Banu Hashim. Next, the sons of Bibi Zainab went to the battlefield. On and Muhammad, the son of Imam Hassan al-Islam, Zainabiya, Qasim, and their cousins, about 17 of them. They were all in their teens, but each stood bravely, believing in the mission, facing a formidable armed enemy, and showing no less enthusiasm in their quest to embrace the martyrdom. Zainabiya Qasim's body was trampled by the hooves of the enemy's horses, and the body of On and Muhammad were torn apart by arrows and spears. The mothers thanked Allah for accepting these supreme sacrifices.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. As-salat, as-salat.
Salat at a time like this?
Yes, do pray, grandson of Rasulullah, so we can butcher you in your prayers like your father. Ha 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 ha. I came here to establish my grandfather's religion. Unlike you, we are not fighting for power. We are fighting for the salat.
ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار.
May Allah reward you. You are the only ones who left now. Akbar, my son, your cousin, and your uncle Abbas ibn Sa'd will not turn back. I want to fight, father. I know you do. I raised you to be a man, but I can't watch you go out to the battlefield and get torn to pieces by those people. If you were a father, you would know how I feel. Yes, father. You are fighting in the way of Allah, and you are defending the woman of the household of Rasulullah. Then you must fight. There is no question about it. It is your duty to fight, and it is my duty to let you. Go to your mother and your Aunt Zainab and get permission, and then... Yes, father.
Ali Akbar, you were like my own son to me. How can I let you die when my own children are still alive?
Dear aunt, my time has come, and I cannot escape death. You love your brother too, don't you?
Yes, most of all.
Then, for his sake, let me go. Let me fight under his banner. Please let me go.
If your time has come, you must go. Layla, it's your son.
You meant everything to me, Ali Akbar. I gave every moment of my life for you. If something happens to you, I can't stand to live anymore.
wish I had died before you. Go, son, go in the way of Allah.
It's as if we're looking at the Prophet himself.
Take this sword.
I never thought I would see you like this.
It's as if we're looking at the Prophet himself.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر بالسبطين يا فارس بدر وحنين. أوما تدري بأن حسين مقتولا محزوز المنحر. قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب.
I am Ali, the son of Hussain, the son of Ali.
He looks just like the Prophet. How can we fight him?
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر بس.
I shall fight you to the end, for, by God, we are on the side of the Prophet, and you are not.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر بالسبطين يا فارس بدر وحنين. أوما تدري بأن حسين مقتولا محزوز المنحر. قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر بالسبطين يا فارس بدر وحنين. أوما تدري بأن حسين مقتولا محزوز المنحر. قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر قم يا.
You told me the truth. I see our grandfather Muhammad in front of me. He's holding water from the fountain of Kausar and saying, I will never be thirsty again. He's telling me he has another cup waiting for you.
O Allah, bear witness that I have sacrificed my dearest one for your sake. My son, what have they done to you? I raised you as a man, and they murdered you. What did you do to them? Nothing. Akbar, my son, my flesh and my blood. Bear him back to the tents. For the love of God, bear him back to the tents. To Allah we belong, and to Allah I return you. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. अकबर पे शाह जब पहुँचे दिल को हाथों से थाम कर बोले तेरी फुरखत ने अली अकबर आग दिल में मेरे लगा दी है, आग दिल की बुझाऊं मैं कैसे, आग दिल की बुझाऊं मैं कैसे, तेरा लाशा उठाऊं मैं कैसे, अकबर मेरा शहर वाला, तू है करियल जवान बेटा, बाप तेरा ज़ईफ़ है कितना, नूर आँखों का हो गया रुख़सत, मुझको आता नहीं नज़र ख़ैमा, लेके ख़ैमों में जाऊं मैं कैसे, तेरा लाशा उठाऊं मैं कैसे।
Abbas, 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 Abbas.
Look at the children. They don't even have tears anymore. Their bodies are so parched. They will die of thirst before they die of sadness.
I will fight.
No, Uncle Abbas, don't go.
I will break their ranks.
Do not go out to the battlefield. Get them water. You did it once, do it again.
We are very thirsty.
I will bring them water or I will die trying.
You are my brother, Abbas. I have faith in you.
I will return. You will see.
Thank you, Uncle Abbas.
बेटा है तू अली का, ज़हरा की तू दुआ है, शबीर तेरा आका, उम्मुल बनीन माँ है, हर सूरत व चलन में हैदर से न जुदा है, ताहश्र तुझसे कायम, दुनिया में बस वफा है, अब्बास 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 अब्बास.
Out of my way.
Abbas, 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 Abbas.
Clear, cool water. No, I would never drink any before my Imam and the children. My Imam, I am coming.
Did you hear that? Ruqayya, he's coming back.
I do not fear you. I am fighting in the way of Allah.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
قم يا حيدر بالسبطين يا فارس بدر وحنين. أو ما تدري بأن حسين مقتولا محزوز المنحر. قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر.
Even if you cut off my left hand, I will still continue defending my religion. I will bring this water to the children. You will not stop me.
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر. أباس 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 أباس.
My master, I have failed. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah.
My brother, What have these people done to you? My brother.
My Imam, I am so sorry. I wanted so much to succeed for you.
Abbas, 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 Abbas.
Rest now. You have done your duty.
Forgive me, please.
There's only one way I will ever forgive you. Abbas, your entire life you always called me Imam. I am your Imam, but I'm also your brother. Just once call me brother. The last of the Hashemites have fallen.
तेरे अलम को तामे हर शख्स के रहा है मजलूम करबला का ज़ैनब का वास्ता है परदेसी को ये सा परदेस में न उजड़े सदके में उसके जिसका घरबार लुट गया है Abbas, 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 Abbas.
Imam Hussain alayhi salam was alone, one man against thousands.
Hal min nasir yansurna, Hal min nasir yansurna. Will no one help us? Will no one come to our aid? My dear Zainab, the end has come. Take care of the widows and the orphans in Masjid Ali, and stand firm. Do not succumb to sorrow, for you have the responsibility of passing our message.
I will do what you say, my brother.
Emissaries of Yazid, do you know who I am?
You are Hussain, the son of Ali, the son of Fatima, the grandson of the Prophet.
You acknowledge my grandfather as your prophet, and you still want to kill me? What crime have I committed?
We give you one last chance. Accept Yazid as your leader or die.
I can never submit to an unjust tyrant. I look at death and I see only prosperity and happiness.
Fire!
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر
قم يا حيدر بالسبطين يا فارس بدر وحنين أوما تدري بأن حسين مقتولا محزوز المنحر قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع قلع الباب بخيبر
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر
قم يا حيدر بالسبطين يا فارس بدر وحنين أو ما تدري بأن حسين مقتولا محزوز المنحر قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر
قم يا حيدر قم يا حيدر يا من قلع الباب بخيبر ومحمد وابته وليا look at Hussein lying on the ground
आशूर का सूरज है कयामत की गरी है बाई का गला कटता बहन देख रही है मख्तल में किसी माँ की सदा गूंज रही है मेरे हुसैन मेरी गोद में आजा मेरे बच्चे मेरी आगोश में आजा मेरे बच्चे मेरे आगोश में आजा मेरे बच्चे मेरे आगोश में आजा
ومحمد وابته وليا look at Hussein lying on the ground Sham-e-Ghariba. Night fell in Karbala. Yazid's soldiers marched into the camp of Imam Hussain al-Islam, where they looted the tents and snatched from the women their ornaments and even their hijabs from their heads. Not satisfied with this, the enemy set fire to the tents.
We do not have anything else. We do not have anything else.
Hussein, where are you now?
You came only for my father. Do not disgrace the woman of our household. My aunt, I am sorry. I cannot help you.
Oh, son of my brother, look at the state we're in. All of us have lost a son, a brother, a husband. We have no one left to help us, and even you cannot walk. We cannot stand against these soldiers. They have taken everything from us, even our hijabs, and their men are staring at us uncovered. They have already set fire to our tents. Shouldn't we stay here and protect our modesty rather than let these men take us captive?
Dear aunt, Allah does not permit anyone to abandon life, no matter how dire the situation. Take the widows and the children and flee from the tents. Allah will protect us. Without you, no one will be left to carry on the message, and my father will have died in vain.
I will do whatever you command, my Imam. Everyone out! The tents are burning! Everyone out quickly!
Good sir, can you do something for me?
For you? Okay, what is it?
I'd like to know the way to Najaf.
Najaf, that's so far. Why would you want to go there?
I want to go to Najaf to speak to my grandfather Ali.
Your grandfather, Ali ibn Abi Talib?
Yes, I want to tell him what is happening to us. I want him to tell him how those men are hitting us, and how they burned us, and how they grabbed the earrings from Sukena's ears. He will listen to me.
My child, your grandfather is dead.
The shuhada never die. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا بَلْ هُمْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِندَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ.
أبد والله يا زهرة ما ننسى حسينا. أبد والله يا زهرة ما ننسى حسينا. أبد والله يا زهرة ما ننسى حسينا.
अम्मा फिजा बता दे मुझको पत्थर क्यों आ रहे हैं, कैसा है ये चरागा, दिल डूबे जा रहे हैं, क्या शाम आ गया है। अम्मा फिजा बता दे मुझको पत्थर क्यों आ रहे हैं, इतने चले हैं पैदल कांटों पे सारे कैदी, थक जाते चलते चलते चलती अगर ज़मीन भी, पैरों के आभले भी आंसू बहा रहे हैं,
शाम आ गया है.
In Ibn Ziyad's palace, Bibi Zainab related the status of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his holy Ahlul Bayt ﷺ. She reminded the governor of the teachings of Islam and about the considerations to be given to the prisoners, special women and children. She warned him about the temporary nature of his victory and the doom that he and his evil master Yazid would soon face. She began to tell the assembled people about the inhuman crimes committed against Imam Hussain a.s. and his companions. Ubaidullah realized at once that the situation could get out of hand. The speech of Bibi Zainab al-Islam could cause an uprising against him if he did not act quickly, and orders them to be sent to Damascus.
अम्मा फिजा बता दे मुझको पत्थर क्यों आ रहे हैं कैसा है ये चरागा दिल डूबे जा रहे हैं क्या शाम आ गया है अम्मा फिजा बता दे मुझको पत्थर क्यों आ रहे हैं इतने चले हैं पैदल कांटों पे सारे कैदी थक जाते चलते चलते चलती अगर ज़मीन भी पैरों के आभले भी आंसू बहा रहे हैं क्या शाम आ गया है.
Did they say Zainab, the daughter of Ali, the granddaughter of the Prophet?
I never thought I would live to see these times.
We have betrayed Hussain ibn Ali. He came to defend us and we abandoned him.
What have we done?
Traitors of Kufa, why do you cry? Cry more and laugh less. For you have slain the Imam of your time. The blood of my brother is on your hands, and you will never be able to wipe them clean.
God forgive us our treasury.
Who do you bring to me? I do not see the family of the Prophet.
You do not recognize us, but we are they. I am Ali, the son of Hussain, the son of Ali, the son of Abu Talib, the brother of the Holy Prophet. Ayyuhannas, O people, whoever knows me, and who does not know me, let him know that I am the son of that person who was dishonored and plundered, and whose women and children were taken prisoner. I am the son of that man who was beheaded on the bank of Furat, although he had not shed any blood or committed any crime. I am the son of the man who was overwhelmed by armies and martyred after they had fallen from weakness. This is sufficient honor for us.
Ibn Ziyad, we are the sisters of Hussain and the granddaughters of Muhammad. You and the tyrant Yazid have sold the next life for the delusions of this world. Enjoy yourselves today, for soon you will meet the wrath of God. You have slaughtered the innocent people, and you have demolished the family of the Prophet. And for what? We did not seek rule. All we sought was to save the people from the torture and the oppression that you brought them.
Listen to her talk. May Allah save us from this.
Enough! We do not desire to have prisoners here. Take them to Sham. Let our Caliph Yazid choose how to punish them.
अम्मा फिजा बता दे मुझको पत्थर क्यों आ रहे हैं कैसा है ये चरागा दिल डूबे जा रहे हैं क्या शाम आ गया है अम्मा फिजा बता दे मुझको पत्थर क्यों आ रहे हैं अम्मा फिजा बता दे मुझको पत्थर क्यों आ रहे हैं नेज़ों पे जितने सर हैं एक सर है उनमें ऐसा आंखें हैं बंद उसकी और खाक पर है गिरता अब्बास का ये सर है देवर बता रहे हैं क्या शाम आ गया है अम्मा फिजा
Umar ibn Sa'd and his forces took the women and children still as prisoners in shackles and proceeded in a caravan from Kufa to Damascus or Sham. The distance between Ibn Ziyad and Kufa and Yazid in Damascus is about 750 miles. In the palace, Bibi Zainab and Imam Zainal Abidin answered the taunts of Yazid by giving eloquent sermons which were powerful and insightful. On hearing these sermons, the mood of the people in the palace changes from victory to shame, and they begin to turn against Yazid.
Not even one date? They said charity is haram for them because they are the family of Rasulullah. What other prisoners would be refusing food?
बता दे मुझको पत्थर क्यों आ रहे हैं नेज़ों पे जितने सर हैं एक सर है उनमें ऐसा आंखें हैं बंद उसकी और खाक पर है गिरता अब्बास का ये सर है देवर बता रहे हैं क्या शाम आ गया है
Order! You stand before the great Khalifa, Yazid ibn Muawiyah.
My dear Ibn Sa'd, who are these pitiful creatures? I was expecting the daughters of Rasulullah.
My master, these are them. They have been walking for days. Who could recognize them in this state?
Is that so? I don't really remember what they look like. Actually, I never saw them. They were always covered. I think there's a family resemblance.
Yazid, what do you think the Prophet of Allah would say if he saw us in this condition?
Permission to speak.
Yes, go on.
With all due respect, my leader, have you killed the men of the family of the Prophet and enslaved the women?
Yes, I have, haven't I?
With all due respect, my leader, fear Allah, for you have committed a great crime.
Off with his head. Once upon a time, we were your captives, and your slaves at the battles of Badr and Hunain.
We did not take you captive.
Silence! Now the tables have turned. Now you are our captives and our slaves. Taste the sweetness of vengeance. No longer does my grandfather have to be disgraced by pretending to submit to your grandfather. Today, victory is at our hands. Bring me the head of Hussain.
Yes, sir.
Ha ha ha. With a little head, what little lips, all did. If only my ancestors were here to see. I will torture you like I am torturing this little head.
He's insane. He really is.
Bring me some more wine. I said more wine. I will torture you like I am torturing this little head.
No torture could be worse than seeing my aunt and cousins captive, without hijab. But Allah aids the patient. You soon shall know.
Allah? Allah killed your father Hussein and brought him to me.
You blame Allah for your tyranny, you poor man. Allah has given you freedom of choice, and Allah will take you account for your unjust actions.
Then it is true. You have really captured the family of the Prophet. How could you, my lady Zainab, forgive us?
Get back, woman. Wail yourself.
I should cover myself when you leave the daughters of Rasulullah uncovered?
Call the azan. Al-Salat, Al-Salat.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
La shay akbar min Allah. No, nothing is greater than Allah.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
My entire being bears witness that there is no God but Allah.
Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah.
Yazid, is Muhammad my grandfather or yours? If you say he is your grandfather, then you are lying. And if you say he is my grandfather, then why did you kill his children? Can any of you that can say that your grandfather is Rasulullah?
Enough! Get them out of here now. End session. Put them in the dungeon.
Amma Fiza, bata de mujhko, pathar kyun aa rahe hain, kaisa hai ye charaha, dil डूबे जा रहे हैं.
Yazid orders the imprisonment of the family of Imam Hussain. While in prison, Ruqayya, the 5-year-old daughter of Imam Hussain, dies.
Baba! Dear Ruqayya, your father wouldn't want you to suffer like this. He wouldn't want you to bear the trials of Allah with strength. The dream! Oh, Ruqayya, unless Allah wills, we cannot leave this wretched place. Cover yourself as best as you can.
A gift from the master.
Baba! Oh, Baba! Your face feels so strange. Ruqayya, my dear, please let go. Oh, Hussain, I wish you were here with us now. Ruqayya, come on. Ruqayya. She's dead.
May God have mercy on her son. These tyrants know no bounds.
Oh Allah, here is another sacrifice for my brother Hussain. When will this ever end?
Every day it keeps getting worse. More and more reports of complaints from the people. You captured the family of Rasulullah. They didn't do anything. Look at their poor prisoners. The girl died. The girl? I'm their leader. And they're talking about a girl? Curse these prisoners. I wish they have never been brought here. Even my wife won't stop talking about them. I don't get any peace. We will get rid of them, take them back to where they came from. Let the people say, Yazid, the generous, has pardoned the family of Rasulullah, their treachery and the treason. Let them say he has repaid them with kindness and mercy and treated them well. Yes, I like that idea.
It is getting worse, Master. Last night, the soldiers put down another riot. What does my master suggest we do?
Bring the prisoners. It has come to our supreme attention that a great tragedy has befallen you. We sincerely regret this, and according to the law of our great religion, we would like to offer you 10,000 dirham in compensation.
Money?
Yazid, you know our full well relatives were killed by your command. We do not want your wealth. We may be in prison, but we have not been humiliated. Do you think that killing the servants of Allah frees you from the boundaries of Allah? You have set yourself in your position where you have overstepped the limits with dealing with us. You have forgotten what Allah promises, and not let those who disbelieve think our respite for their good. We only give them time so they can increase your sin.
You dare speak like this? I'm offering you justice.
Is it justice, Yazid, that you conceal your wives while you violate the rights of the daughters of the Prophet? You have thrown away our veils and dragged us from city to city with people staring at us. But what can we expect? You are the son of the woman who ate the liver of the uncle of the Prophet. You are the man who lives of blood of the martyrs. You may be caliph now, but you have done nothing to harm yourself. Fear chastisement of hell. O Allah, take revenge on those who have oppressed us, and send the wrath upon those who have spilled our blood and killed our men.
I have never heard a woman speak like this. What do you expect from the daughter of Ali?
We only complain to Allah, and we do depend.
What did you expect for rebelling against our authority?
We did not seek to rebel. We only came when the people of Kufa called us for their aid. All we want now are our freedom and our belongings, few though they may be.
That's it? We will grant you what you seek out of our kindness and compassion. Give them their rags and their heads, and put them on some camels. Take them to Medina. To Medina, now!
काफिला जा रहा है वतन के लिए करबला में कयामत का एक शोर है काफिला जा रहा है वतन के लिए
Take me to visit the grave of Imam Hussain, for I have heard my beloved Rasulullah say the visitor to Hussain is rewarded for every step he takes. Assalamu alayka Aba Abdullah. Assalamu alayka Ya Aba Abdullah. Assalamu alayka Abna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. O beloved one, why is it that you do not respond to your loved one? O beloved one, why is it that you do not answer me? Hayhat, how can you answer me when your head is separated from your body and you are cut into pieces? Oh beloved, oh beloved.
Jabir! 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 Jabir!
Ya Hussain, Ya Hussain, Ya Hussain. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah, peace be upon you, who was martyred while fighting heroically in the cause of Allah. Peace be upon you, the Imams, the guides of mankind. O Aba Abdullah, unbearable is the sorrow, nerve-wracking is the agony you put up with for us and for the true Muslims. Crimes committed against you also shocked and unnerved the dwellers of the heavens. One and all, Ya Hussain, Ya Hussain, Ya Hussain. Assalamu alayka, Aba Abdullah, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Take me to visit the rest of the companions.
Yes, my master.
Assalamu alayka yansar Allah. Assalamu alayka yansar Rasulullah. Assalamu alayka yansar Aba Abdullah. Wassalamu alayka jami'an rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu ala al-Hussain wa ala Ali ibn al-Hussain. وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين.
Jabir, Ya Jabir, get up, Jabir, get up. Meet the blessed family of Rasulullah. This is my master, Ali ibn al-Hussein. He has come to Karbala with his aunts and sisters to visit the holy grave of Hussein.
Jabir, Ya Jabir, do you know what happened in Karbala? Ya Jabir, here is where Aba Abdullah al-Hussein was slain. Here is where our men were killed. Here is where our children were slaughtered. Here is where our women were made captive. Here is where our tents were burned. Jabir, Ya Jabir, cry on Jabir, cry. For here is where your master Aba Abdullah al-Hussein stood and said, Hal min nasi yansurni? Is there anyone to come to my help? He stood here alone with no one to help him. Then he was slain, thirsty and oppressed. Wa Hussaina, peace be upon those whose blood was shed unjustly. Peace be upon those who was bathed in blood of their own wounds. Peace be upon those who was attacked with spears from all sides. Peace be upon those who were smeared with blood. Peace be upon those heads that were raised on the lances. Peace be upon those who were buried without shrouds. Peace be upon those pure heads which were severed from the bodies. Peace be upon those who remain patient in all calamities. Peace be upon those oppressed ones who had no helper. Wa Hussaina, Wa Muhammada, Wa Hussain.
Wa Muhammada, wa Abata, wa Aliya. Look at Hussein lying on the ground. May the sky fall and the mountains crumble.
कोई रोती है अपने जवालाल को, रो रही है कोई हम सुकन के लिए.
أبد والله يا زهرة ما ننسى حسينا أبد والله يا زهرة ما ننسى حسينا
لمن سالمكم حرب لمن حاربكم علي لمن والاكم وعدوا لمن آذاكم مولا اعجاز نبی ہر روح کرے تجھ کو سلام خون زہرا تو ہے حیدر ہے بابا تیرا سمن سالکم ہر بندے من ہارکم سمن سالکم ہر بندے من ہارکم یا بلرا سلمان لمن سالمکم حربان لمن حاربكم وليا لمن والاكم وعدوا لمن عاداكم जीतो तेरा मरकर भी तेरा रहूं सदके में शबीर के राख साबित कदम मेरे खुदा नमन सालकम हर बंदे मन हारकम नमन सालकम हर बंदे मन हारकम या बलरा सिलमन لمن سالمكم حربا لمن حاربكم ولي